Hello there, this is Cynthia Oliva of Cassiekoy Crochet. Welcome back to my channel. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this Suzette Crochet top. So kindly take note of the following materials. Start off by making a slip knot using your polycotton yarn or any preferred yarn. By the way, this is 3-pull. Just continue making chains depending on the circumference of the upper torso. So for this top, I made 117 chains, which is equivalent to 25 inches. Because later, it's going to be stretchy, and aside from that, I will also be increasing or adding additional rows at the back portion. Now to start row 1, we will have to skip the first chain from the hook and then make a single crochet on the second chain, but make sure to use the back loop. Okay, so after this first single crochet, place 1 double crochet and then skip this one chain and continue with 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet on the same stitch. And then you'll have to skip one again and make 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet on the same stitch. So across this row, you will just repeat the pattern of skipping 1 chain, and then on the next will be 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet on the very same stitch. Take note, guys, that I'm working on the back loop so that I won't need to place single crochets on the edge. So you just continue this process until you reach the end. So this is how it's going to look like. Now we have 2 chains left. So again, you have to skip 1 chain, and then on the last will be a single crochet only, and then chain 1. On that same stitch, you will place 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, and then skip 1 chain. On the next will be 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. So you just continue this row until you reach the end, following the same pattern of skipping 1 chain and 1 single crochet on the next, and then another 1 double crochet on the same stitch. So this is how it's going to look like. Just continue making this for 18 rows. Okay, so this is it. I have 18 rows of this. Now I'm going to divide this top into 2. So the distance of my bust point is 7 inches. So you just fold the top and then measure 3.5 from the center, and then place a stitch marker or any yarn will do. Okay, and then on the other side will be 3.5 as well, but you can count it so that you'll have an equal number of stitches. Okay, so this time I'm going to show you the last time how I did this Suzette stitch. Now we're done on the upper portion of our top, so we will be working on the lower part now. So just start off by making 2 chains, which will be considered as 1 double crochet. So for this row, we are just basically placing 1 double crochet on each of the stitches until you reach the part where we placed our stitch markers. Now on this part, we're going to have 5 double crochet together. Okay, so for this part also at the middle, in the yellow stitch marker, we will place 3 double crochet together. Okay, so now I have 2 stitches left before the stitch marker. So here is where I will place double crochet 5 together. Okay, so I'm going to make double crochet unfinished. So 1, 2, 3, and then another 2 on the next. 4 and 5. Okay, so this will be considered as our decrease. So for this row, we are going to have 3 decreases, and then continue on the next stitches with a normal double crochet. Now here at the middle, we will place 3 double crochet together. So I have 1 stitch left before the stitch marker. So I'm going to place here 1, 2, and 3 double crochets unfinished, and then pull through all of them. Okay, so just continue this until you reach the 3rd stitch marker. This is where I'm going to place the other 5 double crochet together. So this will be considered as 1 decrease as well. Just repeat the same process on what you did on the other side. And now you can continue this row with a normal double crochet on each of the stitches until you reach the last stitch. For the next row, just place 2 chains, which is now considered as 1 double crochet, and then place 1 double crochet on each of the stitches. And then at the very center of this top, we are going to have another decrease. Now I'm here at the stitch marker, so I left 1 stitch. So I will be placing a double crochet together here. So I have 1 unfinished stitch or double crochet, and then I'll place another unfinished double crochet. So this is the second one, and then the third will be pull through all of them. And then continue the row with a normal double crochet until you reach the last stitch. So at this point, you will clearly see the curve here on the bust area. Don't forget that we placed 2 chains here, which is considered as 1 double crochet. So you're going to place 1 double crochet there as well. For the next rows, there will be no more decreases, so you can make more rows depending on your desired length. So for this one, I have made 9 rows of double crochets. So it's up to you if you want to make more or less than that. For the bust area, I made 18 rows of Suzette stitches. So for the waistline, I have made 8 rows of double crochets. So I will be adding another one to make it 9 rows. This time, we're going to work on the cleavage part. So just grab your needle and your yarn, and then just sew it. before working on the straps, I will be adding another row of double crochet on the waistline. So this will be the 9th row. So the 9th row is done. Before cutting the yarn, make sure that you have made a chain of 1. And then at this moment, we will be working on the holes here on this part so that we can attach our lace. So before continuing, make sure that you have the right number. So for the bust area, again, it should be 18 stitches. And for the waistline, it should be 9 double crochets. Okay, so just grab your yarn, make a slip knot, and then insert it on the top. Okay, and then make 2 chains, 1, 2, and then skip 2 chains. So 1 and 2 on the next will be a single crochet, and then another single crochet on the next 4. So after skipping 2 stitches, you will be making 5 single crochets. Okay, so we have 4, and 5. So again, 2 chains, skip 2, 1 and 2, and then on the next will be single crochet. Continue with single crochets for the next 5 stitches or 4 stitches, which means you have to make 5 single crochets. Just repeat the same pattern of 2 chains, skip 2, and then 1 single crochet on the next 5 stitches. When you reach the double crochet stitches, you will just place 2 single crochets on each. Okay, so I have here, so this one is the double crochet, so I will place 2 single crochets, and then 2 chains, and then skip 1 double crochet stitch. Okay, continue with 2 single crochets, and then single crochets also on the next. And then just repeat what we did from the very beginning until you reach the end. Now we're done on the first row, so just chain 1 for the next row, and then just place 1 single crochet on each of the stitches. So you will just repeat placing 1 single crochet on each of the stitches, and then 2 single crochets on the spaces or the chain spaces. So that means we will place 1 single crochet on the next 5 stitches, and then here on the chain space you will place 2 single crochets. To end this row, we will just place a slip stitch, so this is how we do a slip stitch, and then chain 1, and then you can cut your yarn and continue on the other side. So you will just repeat what you did on this on the other side. At this point, I'm going to show you how I made the lace, which we are going to use to attach on the top. Okay, so for this one, I will be making a number of 10 chains only for the sake of this tutorial. So this is what we're going to insert here, and then just continue placing single crochets on the back loop. So as you can see, this is what we did on the very beginning of this top, the foundation chain. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, again, this is just 10 chain, but in my top I used 45 inches long, so you can make 45 inches or more than that. Okay, so this is going to be our lace. By the way, in the tutorial I used 3mm hook in making the lace, but I repeated it and I used 2.2. I used the smaller hook, so if you have 2.2 you can make use of that, or you can choose to have 2mm or 2.5. It's up to you. We will now proceed on the sleeve. Okay, so I have made the other one. You will just have to repeat this on the other side. So I'm going to show you how to do this. By the way, this one is incomplete yet. I will still be adding another row for this. Okay, but this is the initial. So to do that, you align the straps on the 5 double crochet together. Okay, or on the bust point. Align it on the bust point. Remember guys, when you're facing your crochet top, this part will be the right side. So I'm going to show you how to do the right side before continuing on the left, because there's quite a difference between that two. So before I begin working on the left side, let me show you how I did the right. So first, I aligned it on the 5 double crochet together. So let's say this is your right side or your right sleeve. Just insert your hook and make 2 chains, and then make a double crochet on the same stitch. So as you can see, I'm just securing the end, and then pull through 2 chains again and make a double crochet, insert it on the space, chain 2 again, and double crochet on the space. So this is how you're going to start the right side. Okay, so you will place chain 2 and then double crochet. Okay, so you just continue doing that until you have 21 of 2 chains and double crochets. That's for this top, but if you are quite bigger, you can make more of that, or if you are more petite, so just make less. As you can see, this one, these are the double crochets facing the neck, and then the 2 chains are facing outside or where we made rows. So that's how you make the right side of our sleeve. Now for the left, just turn your top. Okay, and then continue what you did. So insert your hook and yarn and make 2 chains, and then double crochet, and then 2 chains, double crochet again, so just repeat what you did, 2 chains and then double crochet on the spaces. Remember guys that on the right sleeve, the double crochets are facing your neck, and then on the left side, of course, the double crochets should also be facing the neck, okay? And these 2 chains will be facing the outside. Okay, just continue that until you have 21 or more or less. Okay, so when you're done, we will just attach it on the back part. Just insert your hook and yarn here, make a single crochet, and then turn it, turn your work, and then on the next stitch will be another single crochet. So before you proceed to the next stitches, make sure that the strap is aligned. Again, make a single crochet since I have removed it, okay, and then chain 1. Since the strap that we made consists of 2 chains and 1 double crochet, so for these 2 chains we will place 3 double crochets. Okay, so in each of the spaces place 3 double crochets. Just continue that until you reach the last one. And then attach it on the top by placing a single crochet. And then on the next stitch will be another single crochet. I'm sorry, it's not shown on the video. Turn your work. And then don't forget to chain 1. Then make 1 double crochet and another 1 double crochet on these stitches, and then chain 2, skip 1, and then 1 double crochet again on the next 2 stitches, 2 chains, skip 1, another 1 double crochet on the next 2, so we have 1 and 2, 2 chains again, skip 1, 2 double crochets, 2 chains. So just repeat that until you reach this end, okay? And then here you will place a single crochet, and then on the next stitch will be another single crochet, chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 3, we will repeat the same pattern as row 2, but instead of 2 chains, we will have 3 chains, okay? So we will have 2 double crochets and then chain 3, and then 2 double crochets again. So we have 1, and then another 1, and then 3 chains. Okay, just make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then another 1 double crochet on the next 2 stitches, and then repeat again 3 chains. So just repeat this one until you reach the end. connect that here. And then chain 1. Turn your work and make 2 double crochets on the same stitch, 2 chains, and then on the next double crochet place another 2 double crochets. So now we are increasing on each of the stitches. Okay, so 2 chains, and then on this same stitch we will place 2 double crochets, 2 chains again, and then 2 double crochets again on the same stitch, and another 1, 2 chains. Okay, so just repeat that, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. Okay, so this is the end, so attach that here. Chain 1, turn your work. For this row, we will just place 1 double crochet on each of the stitches. So 1, and then on the next will be another 1 double crochet, and then instead of 2 chains we will make 3, and continue with 1 double crochet on the next 2 stitches, and then another double crochet, and make 3 chains. So just repeat that again until you reach the end of this row. Okay, we're almost done. Just chain 1 and then attach again here on the top and make a slip stitch, and then chain 1 again, and you can cut your yarn. This is our Suzette crochet top. So the last thing you'll have to do here is to weave the ends, and it's ready to wear. So I just hope that you like this video. Please give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the ring bell so you will be notified on my next video. By the way, you can also follow me on my Facebook page at Cassiekoy Crochet and Accessories. So thank you for watching, guys. See you on my next video.